Hi everyone, and this is Kim Mark from Write, Learn and Earn. And in today's edition of Momentum Monday, we are going to be chatting about the different aspects that can stop you in your tracks and prevent you from gaining progress in your author career. So let's face it, we've all faced that horrible little monster at some stage, fear. Fear is the thing that generally stops people dead in their tracks. It's the thing that stops you from having the best life that you want to because you are scared what your neighbor would say, what your kids would say, what your husband would say, your wife would say, what your employer would say. If you're going to make a big fat fool of yourself, no one wants to be in that kind of position. So you've got to put fear into its place. Fear is supposed to be there to help you. It's not supposed to be there to stop you. And I follow the philosophy that Jerry Jenkins has, and he says use the fear to propel you to make the best quality novel or nonfiction book than you can. And there's certain steps that you can take to make sure that you mitigate those fears. One of the things that you can do is find yourself a good editor, also finding a good cover design, and really don't worry too much that if it's absolutely not perfect. I still find authors that I follow that have got international acclaim, that are best-selling authors, and there are the odd mistakes inside their books. So don't let that be the thing that stops you. But what I did find is that fear is almost like having that little dog at home, the little chihuahua, the small dogs that start barking furiously to let you know that there is a problem outside in your yard happening in your life. And the average person is going to open up the window and they're going to scream out at that dog, shut up. They won't get up, go outside, pet the dog, let the dog know that there is a challenge or that you are aware that there's a challenge. Maybe look around the perimeter and say, don't worry, Spot, or whatever you called your dog. It's okay. I am aware that there's something going on, but we're safe. I've taken care of it. The danger has passed. So we don't tend to do that. And in our mind, that's what we have to do. We've got to say to our mind, that little voice that's inside, say, I'm aware that there could be a risk. These are the things that I'm going to do to mitigate that risk and then move on from there. And once you've done that, that little voice tends to quieten down a little bit. It's not going to go away completely, but your job is to manage it. Now, when I started writing, I had those kinds of voices inside me. I was kind of petrified of taking the next step. So I'm going to show you what I did. I read this book, Little Voice Mastery. And if you're interested in the review, go along and look at writelearnandearn.co.za. Look in the book review section on my blog, and you will find my review of this book. Now, the Little Voice Mastery book by Blair Singer made a massive difference to my mindset. I learned how to manage my mindset. I learned how to take action despite the fear, and I learned how to step into my purpose, into my future. So I highly recommend that book. I will pop the link into the description at the bottom so that you can also purchase that book. And if you want to find out any other books that I recommend for authors, then go ahead, pop over to my website. I'm going to be listing some of the links for you to purchase those books if you are interested. But the big thing is, do you take action when it comes to your career? Take the next steps. Don't procrastinate, and understand that all authors, when they start out, have that fear, and some authors never lose the fear. They get it every time they release a new book. It's not a bad thing. It's just there to protect you. That you must just not let it control you. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.